Welcome to another day. Sorry, there's people outside of my house right now. But I just wanted to show you guys how I kind of typically start my morning. So I always go on a walk. That walk ends up being typically 30 minutes to an hour. It just depends how much I'm walking, if I'm going on TikTok live, like there's so many parts that play into it. And then every time I get back, I always journal at least for 10 minutes or so. Sometimes it's shorter than that. Sometimes I don't have a lot of thoughts to get out, but I always try and just get my thoughts out, because I find that if I don't get my thoughts out, I find myself struggling later in the day. It's just so much going on up here. So I highly recommend, if you struggle with overthinking things, or there's so much going on in your mind in a day and you're struggling, write it down, get it out. I promise it helps. A way that helps me with journaling is I just think of like a subject, and with my subject for the day, it's how I'm feeling. It could be how I was feeling yesterday, it could be how I'm feeling this morning, and I think of that subject. So for example, my subject today was tons of support yet still scared, and I just discussed how it is truly amazing how much support I do have, and I didn't realize it until my therapist was like, you sound like you have so much support around you, like what are you afraid of? Good morning. Good, how are you? It just reminded me and showed me like I do have a ton of support, and I do have an amazing community of people around me that do care about me. And I think I forget that, and I overlooked that. So I talked about that, and then I talked about just how it's just very scary with this new company and how much I'm putting into it, and it's just terrifying because I have no clue if it's gonna do well, and I'm already, in my head, I'm projecting that it's gonna do well because I'm already building out the next months of launches through December and going into the new year. So it's a lot, but journaling helps get a lot of that out of my head onto paper, and it helps me work through it. When you just don't want to talk to some people about it, you just want to be in your own thoughts. Well, how do you shift through those thoughts? Journaling, in my opinion. There's no right or wrong way to journal, so don't get too lost in that, but it's hot as hell. All right, I gotta do some computer work, and then we got a meeting at 11 to discuss the new company. I'm gonna take you guys along. I'm gonna show you guys my new fit that I'm gonna throw on, or what the fit I'm gonna make. And yeah, okay, bye. Why? I've already been sitting here for 10 minutes. Like, this train is not moving, so I'm gonna have to find another way because this is just not working out. Like, what the fuck, bro? All right, we're gonna figure this out. Figured out the situation with the train. Had to drive like 3 exits down, but we made it. I just got back from my meeting. I didn't record anything. We were just going over basically like what's it gonna cost to use the distribution center, price I pay per package being sent out, returns, talking about Shopify, all of this stuff that I have to like learn because I know nothing about. I'm so overwhelmed. I could cry at any second of the day, but I know it's all gonna be worth it. And this is just a reminder that like a majority of the time, actually all the time, a lot of people have no clue what they're doing. Especially people who are running businesses, they have no clue. They're just figuring it out as they go, and that's what I'm doing. And I'm taking you guys along with it. Obviously, there's only so much I could share right now, but once this gets up and running, I can share so much more behind the scenes of it and take you guys through my day-to-day and explain this a lot more in depth, but
I'm so fucking overwhelmed.
And there's so much that has to be done before August 7th on the launch date. I just keep reminding myself that the majority of people have no clue what they're doing. They're just doing it, and they're failing and they're learning, and that's what I'm gonna do. I just finished making breakfast. Gonna eat
breakfast at 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
It's just so overwhelming. I have to learn Shopify, I have to learn how to set up this website, I have to learn like just so many things, and I feel like it's actually not that much, but I feel like I'm just overthinking it, and I'm just like so nervous, you know? I just wanna cry, like it's just on me, you know? It's always like, so what do you think about this, and how about this? And I'm like, bitch, I can't make decisions. Are you asking the 2-year-old in the room, me?
Yeah, they are.
I don't know, there's just so much to learn.
Jacob said that he was the biggest Alphalete athlete, like most muscular.
Damn. Bro, Jacob is always talking shit. He's the tallest. I'll give him that. He's tall. But come on, man. Look at me.
That's Batman mode.
Let's stop playing. Come on. Like, let's face facts here. Come on.
Nah.
Tallest, maybe.
Yeah. Look at that.
You know what time it is?
Hey.
It's
Pull Batman and Kayla.
Kayla, right?
That's basically gonna sum up the workout. It was actually a really good lift. I'm happy I showed up. I'm happy that I worked out because so much of me didn't want to work out today, but I was like, you know what, just show up, third day in a row, and then you can take a rest day. And it ended up being such a good workout. I showed up, saw Oz, and then he was hitting legs too, and it just worked out so perfect because sometimes you just need a workout buddy. Sometimes you don't need to be working out alone, and it helps. So shout out Oz for showing up because that really helped me, just having a friend to just joke around with and just have fun, but genuinely challenge me. That's what I need, and I think that's what a lot of us need sometimes. So yeah, just need that one friend, you know. I'm so exhausted. I need to go home. I'm gonna grab a protein shake, go home, make a burger and fries, do some work. I gotta start working on the website for the new brand and pass the frick out. If any of you guys are really good with websites and that's your job is creating domains and making a website look beautiful, please comment down below, let me know. Like, only if that's actually what you do for a living, then let me know. Thanks, Shadi.